King Charles has just made a shocking announcement. He is officially divorcing Camilla. This unprecedented move has left the world stunned, especially considering the royal couple's years of public support, loyalty, and their carefully constructed image as a united front. So, what led to this bombshell? And what does this mean for the future of the British monarchy? This could change everything. Let's dive into what we know and what we don't about this jaw-dropping royal divorce. 2. Say this is unexpected would be an understatement. After years of being in the public eye, King Charles and Camilla have become one of the most recognizable royal couples in the world. Despite their tumultuous past, which involved public scandals and private betrayals, the two seem to have found a semblance of stability in recent years. But just when it seemed like their relationship had weathered every storm, this shocking announcement has turned everything upside down. For many, the news feels like a plot twist from a royal drama, but the reality is much more complicated. A rare and public statement, King Charles addressed the media, confirming that he and Camilla were going their separate ways. No details were initially provided about the reasons behind the divorce, but the statement was clear. Their marriage, once believed to be unbreakable, has now come to an official end. Let's take a step back and consider how we got here. The relationship between Charles and Camilla has always been controversial. Their affair, which began while Charles was still married to Princess Diana, is one of the most infamous stories in royal history. For years, Camilla was vilified by the public, with many blaming her for the breakdown of Charles's marriage to Diana. When the two finally married in 2005, Camilla was not immediately accepted by the British public. But over time, she managed to win over some critics and slowly began to carve out her role as the Duchess of Cornwall. But even as Camilla's status became more secure, tensions continued to bubble beneath the surface. Royal watchers have long speculated about the dynamics of the royal marriage. While outwardly, Charles and Camilla seemed like the picture of royal coupledom, there were murmurs of trouble in paradise. Many pointed to Camilla's reluctance to fully embrace the role of consort and her history of public spats with members of the royal family. But these were mostly dismissed as minor issues, until now. King Charles's official statement was carefully worded. He expressed sadness over the end of their marriage, but made no mention of specific reasons for the split. Instead, the focus was on their continued respect for one another and the need for privacy during this difficult time. But anyone who's followed the royal family knows that there's often more beneath the surface than what's said in public statements. So, why the sudden divorce? The truth is, we may never fully know what led to this decision, but speculation is rife. Some royal insiders suggest that the pressures of royal life, combined with personal differences, have finally taken their toll. Others point to Camilla's increasing influence within the monarchy, which may have created tensions between her and other royal family members. There have long been rumors of rifts between Camilla and Prince William, as well as her strained relationship with Princess Anne. The question now is whether this divorce will change the balance of power within the royal family and affect the public's perception of the monarchy itself. One theory is that Charles's health may have played a role. The king is not getting any younger, and as his reign begins, the stresses of royal duty could be pushing him to reassess his personal life. Reports have surfaced that Charles has been spending more time with close friends and family, possibly indicating a desire for more independence. Could this divorce be his way of taking control of his own future, without the pressure of a marriage that might no longer be fulfilling? Then there's the matter of Camilla's reputation. In recent years, Camilla has become a much more prominent figure in royal events, attending state dinners, charity galas, and performing ceremonial duties. She's been a loyal partner to Charles, and many thought she'd be by his side for the long haul. But despite her increasing visibility, there have always been whispers about her role within the royal family. Some have speculated that Camilla was never fully accepted by certain factions of the royal establishment, especially those who still view her as the other woman in Charles's life. One of the most surprising elements of this divorce is the timing. Charles has only recently ascended to the throne following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and his reign has only just begun. A divorce at this point in his monarchy could create significant turmoil. The British public, already grappling with the loss of their beloved queen, may now have to deal with the shocking reality of their king's marital collapse. The monarchy has weathered scandals before, but this could be different. Another element to consider is the impact this divorce might have on Charles's relationship with his sons, William and Harry. We know that the relationship between Charles and Harry has been strained for years, and this new divorce announcement could further complicate things. Will Harry, already disillusioned with the royal family, take this as a sign that the monarchy is headed for even more instability? And how will William, the future king, react? While William and Camilla have never been particularly close, William's position as the heir to the throne could put him in an awkward position if the divorce has long-term ramifications for the royal family's image. While King Charles's official statement made no mention of specifics, some have speculated that the divorce could be related to Charles's increasing interest in modernizing the monarchy. His coronation, which is just around the corner, will likely mark a shift in how the royal family operates. Could this split be part of a larger effort to distance himself from the more traditional, outdated aspects of royal life? It's also important to consider the media's role in all of this. The British tabloids have been relentless in their coverage of the royal family, particularly when it comes to Charles and Camilla. The press has long been fascinated by their unconventional relationship, and the constant media scrutiny may have put pressure on their marriage. Some insiders believe that the constant media attention may have made it difficult for the couple to maintain any semblance of normalcy. With the divorce now public, will the media continue to hound the royal family? Or will they be forced to move on to the next scandal? At the heart of this divorce lies one major question. What does this mean for the future of the monarchy? A divorce at this stage could shake the monarchy to its core, especially as the British public adjusts to the idea of a new king on the throne. While Charles has spent years preparing for this moment, the personal turmoil of a divorce could cast a shadow over his reign. He will likely face public scrutiny, not only for his decision to divorce Camilla, but also for what this means for the stability of the royal family. The monarchy has long been seen as a symbol of continuity, a beacon of tradition in an ever-changing world. But with this shocking announcement, Charles and Camilla's split could represent a turning point. Could this divorce be the beginning of a new chapter for the monarchy, one that involves more personal freedom but less public unity? Or will this divide ultimately lead to a decline in the royal family's influence? Only time will tell how this plays out, but one thing is certain. King Charles's reign has just taken a dramatic turn, and this divorce is sure to be one of the most talked about royal events in modern history. With King Charles's announcement sending shockwaves through the monarchy, the question now is whether this divorce will mark the end of an era or a new beginning for the British royal family. As details continue to emerge, we'll be watching closely to see how this decision plays out in the months to come. But one thing's for sure, this is a royal story that's far from over.